Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I am really excited to do. I saw this comment come in from Mommy Vlogs. She said, a video idea I'd love to hear your opinion on. Best minis available at Sephora. I immediately screenshotted it and added it to my list because if you do not know me, I love minis. Makeup minis, skincare minis, hair care minis, bring on the minis. I have done a ton of videos focused on minis on my channel because I am someone who doesn't do the best at going through products very quickly, and I just think minis can be a really good value to try something out, spend a little bit less money on it, get a little bit less product even because it's so hard for me to go through items that sometimes I feel silly buying full-size products. So I chose out 10 minis that are available at Sephora. All of these are $25 or less. I'm excited to chat with you about them today. Thank you to Mommy Vlogs for the suggestion. If you guys have any video ideas for me, please always leave them in the comments. But why don't we go ahead and get started. The first one is going to be no surprise if you've been following my channel for a while, but I think this is a fabulous mini eyeshadow palette. That is from Natasha Denona. This is the Mini Nude Eyeshadow Palette. This retails for $25. You have 5 different shades. This is a very teeny tiny palette, but I enjoy it for that. This always goes in my travel bag, and I do quite a bit of traveling. I go back and forth between our new city and our old town quite a bit visiting friends, and I take this with me every single time. I think this is such a little handy, trusty eyeshadow palette. You have 2 mattes in here and 3 shimmers. I use all these shades so much. I'm going to hit pan on this second shade, this beautiful matte kind of camel brown. That one has to be coming. There is such a gigantic dip in it. I love this palette so much. I really enjoyed the quality on this, but I think this is a great mini palette. One product that I was just blown away from, but I'm also really happy that I got this in a mini size. This is from Hourglass. This is their Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So this retails for $20. For some reason when I was making my list, I initially wrote 18. I feel like I might have purchased it for the 18. I can't remember. Maybe it's gone up in price, but it retails for $20 now. This is such a nice setting powder. So many people have raved about this powder, and I just definitely have to agree. I feel like anytime I use this, it's like magic on the under eyes. Even though I'm adding more makeup and I'm adding a powder, it almost makes my look appear more natural. It looks like I have less makeup on, especially on my under eyes, and I don't know what it is about this powder, but I think that it is fantastic. So even though this is a mini size, powders, especially setting powders, they're so hard for me to go through. I am extremely light-handed, I will say that, but I also do have a fairly large collection. But this powder, even though I've used it so many times, I'm nowhere close to even finishing this guy up. So definitely the Hourglass Veil Powder. I love that there's a mini of this. 2 mascaras that I talk about quite a bit that I have in my collection as minis that I have repurchased for my collection as minis. One is the Hourglass Caution Mascara. The mini is $14. The other is the Milk Kush Mascara. This one is $12. Again, I've gone through both of these. I've re-added them back into my collection because I've just needed them. These are bomb products, and I really do enjoy mascaras as minis because mascaras are one of those makeup products that do expire pretty quickly, so you kind of have to keep an eye on them. So if I can get a mini and just use it really faithfully and then actually be able to toss it because I've used it up versus that it's expired, I think that's a pretty good feeling. And again, for $14 and $12, I think that's pretty awesome. I would say out of the 2 of these, my preference out of them would be the Hourglass Caution. This is just such a good mascara. I get no transfer with it. It helps with lengthening. It helps with volume. I just think that it's really fantastic. But again, the Milk Kush is such a good one also. Again, I don't have the issues with the transferring or smudging on it. I just like how my lashes look a little bit more with Hourglass, but the Milk Kush is fantastic too. So definitely 2 great mini mascaras. A primer that I've talked about so many times on my channel, but for sure had to be mentioned in here. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. So this mini is $15, and if you can tell from my mini that I am getting down there, this is one of my favorite primers, just hands down. I've definitely been trying a lot more primers as of recently. It seems a lot of brands have been coming out with primers, but still the Smashbox is a favorite of mine. One is a primer and a moisturizer as one. So it does have that nice moisturizing property to it, but it's not too much. I know people with oily skin also really do enjoy this primer, whereas I have dry skin. I have seen those with oily skin also recommend this and also say that they enjoy it. It's just, it also has hyaluronic acid in it, which I enjoy, but it just makes my skin look nice and feel nice, and no matter what foundation I'm trying or I'm putting on that day, it looks good with this one. So even if I have a foundation that maybe I like but it isn't a favorite, it doesn't always make my skin look great. If I pair it with a Smashbox Primerizer, it's a different story. So this one definitely had to mention, and again, this mini is just $15. This next product is a new one to me, but whoo doggy, do I like this one. This is from Natasha Denona. This is the Bronze and Glow. So this is $19. Inside you have a bronze toned blush, and then you do also have a highlighter. I really enjoy the compact on this. I like the mirror. I love both of these shades inside. I think that they are beautiful. The bronze toned blush is a really nice kind of like bronzy yet like a flushed pink tone on me. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 bronzer blush. It's just really beautiful. I've talked about this quite a bit on my channel because I have been like truly obsessed with it at this moment. Then the highlight is so beautiful as well. I did forget to say this makeup look is actually from Friday's video. It's a full face trying out products from Shop Miss A, which is the $1 website. So if you want to see how that video went, we got some hits, we got some misses. I will leave that one linked down below. I try to always say that in the intro, but that is where this makeup look is coming from. But back to the bronzer duo. Again, this was only $19. I really, like I said, both the shades in there, the mirror, this is so easy to travel with. This one was a big hit for me. I picked this up in the VIP sale, so I got 20% off, which was even better. But I just think that's a fabulous product. So next up, I just have one more makeup product to chat about before I jump over into some skincare. This one, I actually do have a full size of this product, but I was planning to purchase the mini myself, and I was really excited when I saw the mini come out. So I thought that I would still slide it in here because I do quite like this product. This is from Milk Makeup. This is the Hydro Grip Primer. So the mini primer runs for $15. Like I said, I was planning to pick it up myself. I actually got the full size sent over to me from Milk Makeup, which is super awesome. That's so exciting when that happens. But I really do like this. I kind of had a little bit of like hit or miss experiences with it in the beginning when I was trying it. So one thing, I have reviewed this on my channel, but if you've missed that review, one thing I recommend is when you apply this to really let it sink into the skin for like 5 to 7 minutes, like really let it sink in there. Usually when I do my makeup, I apply my primer and then boom, I go right in with my foundation. This one is a little bit more on the finicky side. You have to let it sink in, otherwise your foundation will kind of pill up on the skin, which is not great looking. Once I got past that part, I was like, okay, I actually really do like it. I like that when you do apply it, you do feel that kind of tackiness to the skin, and I feel like it really is holding on to my makeup. I've noticed when I pair this with some of my foundations that aren't normally as long wearing, such as the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, I can get more longevity out of that foundation when I pair it with this. So that kind of is what tells me that this is really helping to extend the wear of my makeup, and that's why I really enjoy it. I've pulled this out for special occasions such as weddings, or again, if there's a foundation that I really want to wear that day, but I know it's not going to last the longest and I want it to, I'll again pull out the Milk Hydro Grip. So I do like it. I just definitely want to say the best way that I feel like it is to apply it now. And cheating a little bit because I don't technically have the mini in my collection, but I was going to buy it myself. But I just thought I would mention it because I think that it's a really nice primer. And for $15, you're still going to get a lot of uses out of that mini. So moving over to some skincare products, I definitely wanted to mention the Lancome Bifacile Double Action Eye Makeup Remover. This mini is $15. I have purchased this myself and I was so impressed with this. I think the mini is a really nice option. It's, you know, travel bag friendly as well, which I think is really nice, but this is such a good eye makeup remover. It really takes everything off of the eyes. It's not irritating. I have more sensitive eyes, and sometimes you know, certain eye makeup removers or cleansers or balms, if I get it right up in my eyes and I'm removing mascara or, you know, eyelash adhesive, my eyes can become a little bit sensitive to it. I've never had a problem with this one, and I just think it's great. I once again have talked about this so much on my channel, but I just think it's a really bomb eye makeup remover. And you know, if you're questioning it, you could get the mini, test it out for yourself and see. It's only $15. And then the other one I wanted to mention, this, I believe this recently came out as a mini, and once I saw it come out like to be offered as a mini, I was like, score, good job Fresh, because so many people talk about the Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner, and now it is available in the mini. The mini is still $25, so Fresh is a little bit more expensive for their skincare, but this is such a nice toner. I do also have the full size of it, and I use it very consistently in my skincare throughout the week to remove impurities and also also soften the skin. I definitely notice when I use this, my skin does feel nice and smooth, nice and soft. And I do also like toners for sometimes if I am cleansing my skin, especially if I'm not double cleansing. Maybe I didn't wear makeup that day or wear a lot of makeup and I just cleansed my face once. I still especially like to come in with the toner because I still feel like it's removing any dirt, any leftover makeup, you know, just any other residue on my face. The toner is really helping to take that off. It helps to moisturize a little bit in this one, and again, it does feel really nice, soft and smooth on the skin. So I was really excited to see them come out with this as a mini. The last product that I wanted to mention is actually a hair care product, but I've gone through a couple of minis of this myself and I just keep repurchasing them because I think it's quite nice. This is my favorite dry shampoo. This is from Drybar. So this is their Detox Dry Shampoo, and I just think that this is fabulous. And this is $13 for the mini. I have tried a lot of different dry shampoos. I generally only wash my hair like twice a week because otherwise it's just on a whole nother level. I definitely am very faithful to my dry shampoos. Like I've said, I've gone through multiple minis. I don't mind purchasing the minis. Again, $13. I don't think that's a bad price. It's really easy to throw into my travel bag. Like I said, I am in the car quite a bit, especially these days. So it's just really nice. I can throw this in my purse. I can throw this in my travel bag. And I think that it's great. So out of all of the dry shampoos that I've tried so far, this one from Drybar is definitely my favorite. I don't get any residue in my hair. I just think that it has a nice like fresh scent to it. It's nothing too overwhelming, nothing too crazy. It doesn't make my hair crunchy or anything like that. It just kind of revives the hair and doesn't make it look like I haven't washed my hair for 4 days. I can definitely get down with. So that is my favorite dry shampoo, and I really enjoy having the minis of that one around. But other than that, that is going to wrap it up for today's video, chatting about 10 of my favorite minis that you can find at Sephora. Big thank you to Mommy Vlogs for this video suggestion. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know some of your favorite minis that you can find at Sephora as well. And again, if you have any other video suggestions for me, please always do let me know. I find those to be so helpful. But other than that, if you guys did enjoy today's video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.